When I got home, I still had the headache, I still had the body ache, the hip pain is horrible, shortness of breath, where just walking upstairs, it takes its toll on me. When I'm at work, if I walk down the hall, I'm exhausted by the time I get to the other end of the hall.
Wow.
By the time I get home from work at night, I just want to sit in my recliner because I'm ready to call it a night. I'm just exhausted. I'm physically exhausted. And the brain fog, the headache, like right now I have the COVID headache, and it's just, there's nothing that'll do anything for it. And it's horrible.
So Lou, and I should just say this was before there were any vaccines out there, so you didn't even have the opportunity to have a vaccine which could have really reduced this. But
Exactly.
he came to you with all these symptoms. How do you make, what do you do with this, and how do you make a diagnosis?
So, this was all brand new.
Yeah.
We weren't really talking a lot about post-COVID. They were calling it the long haulers at that point. And it was just kind of a side story, right? Because we were still dealing with the pandemic. Because again, like you stated, this was in the big surge, and the vaccine literally came out when Jeff went into the hospital. So he had this constellation of symptoms, and we were both scratching our heads. And we did talk a little bit of post-COVID because it was a new thing, but I rechecked everything. I rechecked all of his blood work, which was all abnormal in the hospital. On recheck, all normal. All normal. Checked his thyroid, we looked at his EKG, we rechecked the chest x-ray, normal. Symptoms persisted, and we were talking, a lot of this was just through, kind of the electronic portal. Dr. Pop, I'm still feeling this way. We rechecked an EKG, we did something called a Holter monitor to see where the palpitations were coming from. All normal. I was struggling to help him as much as he was struggling with the symptoms.